Hello everyone, it's that time of the month, and when I say that time of the month, I mean time for the Bathing Garden haul and review. The past couple of months, the Bathing Garden has been doing restocks in the Tart vendor world. They refer to as restocks when a group of scents become available for purchase for a limited period of time on sort of a rolling basis. In this case, the Bathing Garden does right now, at least for 2014, monthly restocks. So at the beginning of the month, you can put your order in, and then approximately 3 to 5 weeks later, you get your order. So I've been doing that fairly recently. My last Bathing Garden video was the May restock or stock. This is the June order, so in other words, I did this order in early June and received it now in early July. Right now, actually, she has the July stock available on her website at the Bathing Garden. So if you're interested in scents like sparkling mango, lemon cheesecake, spa mint, Venetian spa, smoking s'mores, turquoise loves coconut, serendipity cream pie, Caribbean smoothie, sleepy, grape sugar, marshmallow frosted mango tangerine, summer in a jar, green mango papaya, or pearls of the ocean, and actually one other, 7-layer cake hall of mirrors. Those, I know that was a long list, you can find the descriptions on her Facebook or website. Those are all available now through July 12th, I believe. It was a long period from July 1st through the 12th. Those orders then will be coming, I believe, in late July, early August. And then, finally, for the Bathing Garden update, her next collection, this is sort of a standard, summer collection. Her next collection that will be in early August, I believe, will be sort of her Halloween fall collection. So I'm very excited about that. I think she said that she referred to it as the spooky collection or the scary collection, something like that. So she generally does themes. The one in front of us here is actually The Bathing Garden Goes to the Circus, which if you watch my last Bathing Garden haul from last month, I had a preview samples of a few from this collection where it was all themed around circus scents you might find at the circus, or just sort of her conceptual ideas of circus fragrances. So with no further ado, let's dive in with that. First, actually, let's go through the 2 samples. So this, as you can see, was a very small order. There were just 5 tarts here. I actually ordered a total of 7 tarts because there are 2 of these here that you don't see that I doubled up on because they just sounded so fantastic that I didn't want to miss out. Because with the Bathing Garden, you never know if or when you'll be able to purchase these scents again. So if you get one tart and you are in love with it, there's a good chance that you may not see it again for a while, if ever. So when I read the description on 2 of these, I grabbed 2 of each of them because I was so excited by them. So, but first, as Shannon always does super generously in her orders, she includes very large samples for no additional charge. In this case, we got a little small preview sample here, and then a nice big mound. I'd say it's got to be equal to standard clamshell, which goes for $3.75. So you're talking at least a good, $4 to $5, maybe $6 value between these 2 samples here. And then what they are is they're a preview of the next restock or the next month's tarts. So you may get, sort of a preview, see if you love it. If you do, then you can order them. Or either way, it's just very generous and fun to get something that you may not have expected or tried, but could end up loving. So first we'll go with the little mini one here. This is Toasted Sugar. Now this one's not available now in the July restock, so I'm thinking this may actually be from August with like the fall Halloween fragrances that are coming, but we haven't seen that scent list yet, so I'm not sure. But again, these are just so adorable all the time. A little bundt cake, tiny bit of, the marshmallow on top, and then the toasted note, I suppose, below it. Again, I don't have notes on this, so I'm just going on pure sniff here. I like this. Not my ultimate favorite. I would say that there's, almost a bit of like the, so it's toasted sugar. I was thinking marshmallow. I suppose I get sort of like the top of a creme brulee where it's that truly the burnt or toasted sugar that's turned into like a crunchy candy almost. And I get almost a bit of a very light version of like a marshmallow fireside from Bath & Body Works. So sort of the marshmallow, but it's toasted. I assume that's what this is. I'd say it's almost a lighter kind of almost dupe of marshmallow fireside. So very nice and a fun one, and I'll certainly get a good use out of that. Don't know if I'd purchase that one because it doesn't stand out to me as something I need, but it's very nice. Then we've got this big daddy here. It's huge, same mold that was in as the free sample for last time. That was the big, the white cake. And this one is, gosh, I'm going to drop wax everywhere. It's listed as Hall of Mirrors. The description on this, first let me show it to you. I mean, look how pretty that is. So you've got this big pink cake, the blue glaze all over it, and some glitter. This is 7-layer cake Hall of Mirrors, and it's mounds of sugar frosting, white cake, and a hint of strawberries. So another cakey scent here. And let's see. I'm glad the strawberry is light. I'm not a big strawberry fan when it comes to wax. I've said that before. Again, this isn't my favorite. I will melt it, but I think it's something that will come out more when you melt it, because right now I'm not getting much of a strong note, or any strong notes from this. Frosting for me is always a hard note almost to detect, because frosting to me doesn't usually have much of a scent to it. It's certainly flavor, but you know, frosting when it's just sugar and fat doesn't have a major scent to it. I get more of the strawberries when I smell, you know, sort of put my nose in the bag here and sniff. The white cake, I don't get major bakery notes from this, but I'm certainly no bakery expert. Again, interesting. I like that it's light on the strawberries, and this could be one that really does kind of open up with intensity when it's melted. But for me right now, I won't be ordering that one in the next restock. So let's dive into the 5 we have in front of us. First up is Midway Bites. Now you can see I already grabbed one there and melted it yesterday, and it's out of this world. This was the free sample that came in like that little mini size there last month, and I had placed my order before I received my free sample of that, and if I had placed my order after, I would have ordered probably 2 or 3 of these, because it's really out of this world. I wish we had a chance to buy this again. I only have the one clamshell here. It's super, super fantastic. The notes on it were sugar dusted funnel cake, strawberry cotton candy, and sweet caramel apple cake. So open it up and look at that. She's got like an embed there of wax and the little wax pretzel. It's a dual layer, so you've got the pink on top and the brown on bottom. And smelling this, it's a lot like Summer Boardwalk from Bath & Body Works. Again, you know, I'm the Bath & Body Works huge fan of their candles, so I kind of compare most wax to that since I'm most familiar with their wax. There's a lot of apple in this that I love, and it's a fresh apple, so it's sort of like, you know, apple cake, but it's like sort of the, you know, kind of like a coffee cake with freshly, you know, almost like you've cooked apples with, you know, cinnamon and sugar on your stovetop and just kind of mound them over the cake or mix them into the batter at the last minute there. And I get that. It's almost like a coffee cake. Not coffee, but like the coffee cake sort of pound cake consistency. I don't get much of the strawberry cotton candy, which is fine by me. The sugar dusted funnel cake, sure, I get that too, because it is, again, cakey. But to me, it's similar to Summer Boardwalk, but less ooey gooey, less caramel, less heaviness, and more of the apple in there. And it's just, I love apple scents, and it's nice to have an apple scent that is purely summer, so that I'm not, you know, running into fall fragrances, you know, burning apples. Then we've got Cherry Vanilla Cola. Now I don't have the notes for this one in front of me. I do have her notes for Cherry Cola, which I assume is going to be the same plus vanilla. So her Cherry Cola note, or rather description, is a great blend of sweet cherry and fizzy cola. Let's add vanilla to that as well. Now I love effervescent scents. I'm just sort of getting into them. You know, Bath & Body Works has their cranberry pear Bellini, their peach Bellini. Summertime Soda was a great test scent last summer that never went wide and didn't come back this year. But I found with those, and especially that Summertime Soda, I really do like effervescent scents. So I really want to try this out. This is one actually where I grabbed 2 of them in case they were incredible and I didn't want to miss out on them. I don't know how they do it, but it really has an effervescence. It's, when you smell a soda, this really is a cherry cola. Now, I actually am not a big soda drinker. Soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. I don't drink it much. Occasionally I'll have something diet, but I just don't want that much, you know, acid on my teeth, rotting my teeth away, and that much sugar in my system if I can avoid it. So I usually don't drink a lot of soda. And this is not just a cherry soda. This is definitely a cola scent with cherry and vanilla in it. I think it's pretty. It looks like there's a wax maraschino cherry pushed into there, which is super cute. And it's not overwhelming. I think it was maybe Faded Opulence two restocks ago from her that had a effervescent cola note in it that was a little bit too intense. But this, it's like, you know, the effervescence I suppose almost comes from like a lime citrus kind of angle. But there's an absolute, it smells like You know, it smells like maybe like an icy, you know, like a Slurpee kind of thing, or if you've had ices before, where it's like you've got the, you know, cherry, a bit of vanilla's light. They could call this cherry cola, and I would think it was just cherry cola. I don't get a ton of vanilla, but it's enough to just really make it smell like a cherry soda with that effervescence. I think it'll be really nice to burn, to melt, fruity but unique. You know, not just a drippy kind of sweet cherry scent. Now let's get the focus back there. Then move on to Creme, or Creme, I suppose. Cream-filled Circus bread. The notes on that one are rich vanilla cream, mounds of sugar, and a yeasty, fresh-baked bread. I've never heard of a cream-filled Circus bread, but hey, bready scents, again, that's another one where, if done right, it can, if it's really truly authentic, I can get way into that. And as you can see, I've already melted 2 of these. Actually, I've been melting right now, and it's pretty incredible. I wish I would have done, I only got 1 of these. I wish I had gotten 2. I'm not sure of, you know, the Bathing Garden's history with bread scents, but I assume she must be pretty good at them, because this one is pretty fantastic. Now you've got the sugar, the rich vanilla cream on top, and it is there. Not sugary sweet like, you know, like a candied kind of lemon or anything, you know, overly candied sugary sweet, but it is a sweet vanilla cream, not very milky. But then her bread is super yeasty. It's very, very close to, say, the French baguette candle that a lot of folks love from Bath & Body's White Barn, which I really loved. It's even stronger in the yeasty kind of section there. It's a little bit more like almost a fresh bread dough, or if you've ever had like Belgian waffles that are made like a yeast batter that where, you know, it rises overnight, where it's just really kind of that, yeah, yeasty bread scent. It's really, I think it's kind of a love it or hate it scent for a lot of people, but I love it. It is intense, so it does, if it was just that, I'm not sure that I'd be way into it. It does need sort of the vanilla cream to tone it down just a little bit, so it's not too overwhelming, but really nicely done, melted, and had a great throw, so I love that one. Then we move on to Peppermint Bubbles. Notes on that: marshmallow, whipped cream, creme de menthe, meringue, and peppermint. I really do like a lot of mint things. I like calming fragrances or anything that, again, sounds spa-like, which is why I'll probably be ordering the Spa and Venetian Spa tarts in this next restock, which I have not ordered yet. But anytime there's a good mint that's coming along that's not just, you know, a mint chocolate or eucalyptus mint like Bath & Body Works, I like to give it a shot, because a properly blended mint can be a super fantastic. It can be relaxing, it can be rejuvenating, it can be sweet, it can be, you know, a burst of freshness. It can be many different things. So I like to give mint a try. But this one, let's see. And I love marshmallow, so I like to give that a try too. This one, and there have been quite a few mints that I've tried from the Bathing Garden in, you know, the few, you know, the 4 or 5 orders I've done with her, and they've been mostly all pretty good. There was one that I didn't love. I forget which one. This is good. It's not very strong. Definitely no menthol. I would say, let's see, marshmallow, whipped cream, meringue. I suppose there's some marshmallow in there. There's something, and creme de menthe, of course, is, you know, a creamy mint. There is the peppermint. Bubbles, I'm not sure if that's the right name for this, because I would almost think effervescence or like champagne kind of thing. So there's none of that. I do get the creme de menthe, which makes it lean a little towards like a sweet kind of, you know, like a bakery kind of mint. Throw in chocolate and you'd have sort of, you know, your grasshopper. But meringue, I'd say I get more whipped cream than I do meringue or marshmallow. Very nice, just a creamy, minty peppermint. Not a spearmint, it's a true peppermint, but it's light on the peppermint, so it's very nice. Not my most ultimate favorite mint of all time, but that's fine. It's still very nice, and I will still melt it. And then finally, the Menagerie. When I heard this one, there was no question I was going to order at least 1 or 2 of them. I'm a sucker for fresh, herbal, unique conceptual scents, and this fits the bill. First, I'll read the description, then I'll open it up. Listed as fresh garden greens, rosemary, thyme, lavender, and spicy basil. I mean, what else can you say? That is right up my alley. If anyone watches my channel regularly, they will know that. And then we've just got a simple light green wax. And then what looks like some tiny little, I'm not sure exactly, let's get some focus here. so y'all can see. Yeah, some tiny little flower buds perhaps, and then sprigs of, you know, a few different types of herbs, I suppose, in there. Not exactly sure what, but let's sniff it. This one, I do want to take it out to get a really good sniff, but I don't want to drop these little sprinkly things everywhere. Okay, I've got it out. So, oh boy, it's not what I expected, but it is really, it fits the bill. Let me try to sniff the clamshell and see if you guys can watch that while I sniff. There's something kind of funny in there that I can't put my nose or finger on. Garden greens, yes. It is very green without being, you know, it's sort of like, it's not the tomato green that like the heirloom green candle was from Bath & Body Works. Rosemary, thyme, and lavender, the way they're blended, I would say that it's leans slightly medicinal. I can't really pick out the rosemary and thyme on their own, and I love rosemary. I think this would have been great with sage as well. I think I might get more of the thyme, a hint of the lavender, but again, there's something about this that's medicinal. I'm assuming it may be the greens. And the basil, it's not at all like the basil that was in the Tuscan Herbs candle, Bath & Body Works, of course, again, referencing that. That was like a true, you just ripped, you know, a bunch of basil and you know, are sniffing it. This is not quite as authentic as that. A little more conceptual of these herbs mixed together, so it's not, again, it's not going to be smelling like a straight up rosemary, you know, sprig or thyme leaves or the lavender even. I would say basil with a green, fresh, medicinal twist. I do get medicinal. I know that that's a turnoff for some people. It is a little weird. It's not exactly what I expected. I do like it. The more I'm sniffing it, the less maybe I'm liking it, but I'm just also not in the mood for that right now. I'm kind of into the sweet, like the Midway Bites and the Creme Circus bread. Color me surprised, but yeah, it's unique, but it is very, it seems like something you burn for an ailment, or something you melt for an ailment when you need a healing or something. So that's maybe what the snake oil salesman at the circus was selling for the circus collection. So that is my haul, my review. I'll put together there. If you have any questions, hit me up. Follow me over on facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice. The next videos will be probably some big ones coming up from the Bath & Body Works fall test candle collections that should be coming out very soon. So I will probably be having big hauls and reviews on those, as well as a couple other candle brands that I am venturing out into sniffing and burning. So that's about it for this time. Again, questions, hit me up over facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice. And until then, take care.